Fresh baked bread, crisp veggies, with premium steak and melty cheese. Now for a limited time with teriyaki. Don't forget our fresh cut fries and fresh squeezed lemonade. Behold, the teriyaki cheesesteak for a limited time only.
That sounds gross.
This is ending very well. Nothing's damaged. Nobody's hurt.
As long as there are criminals desperate enough to run from the law, high-speed chases will continue to happen in any country. In every country in the world, cops deal with high-speed chases and high-impact collisions. There is now a multi-million-dollar worldwide business testing cars so that drivers have a chance to survive those collisions.
Yep.
Each year, thousands of
I
lives...
can barely feel that, but yeah. This is good.
Millions of dollars in damage are caused by traffic accidents. It's up to the men and women in this growing field to ask the tough question. When can an accident be avoided? When does a millisecond save a life? And when it's too close, too close. Crash test dummies volunteer their lives so that we may learn more about the hazards on the road. Our hats go off to the accident researchers who study the nature of human error and the wreckage it can cause on the highway. Their job is to make the road safer for all of us. Next on World's Wildest Police Videos. A woman wants her husband dead. A man wants his wife dead. And a man in a stolen truck wants everybody dead. With suspects like these, you better duck, play dead.
She wanted me dead. I became dead.
Or get out of town. The danger has never been so real. The suspects so desperate. Or the cops
Give us the backup over here.
so determined. When domestic violence hits home. Shelby Township, Michigan. After spotting a van with expired tags, an officer attempts a routine traffic stop. But this driver is in no mood to pull over. Instead, he leads the officer to his ex-girlfriend's house. What the man does next is unbelievable.
It's 80 degrees. It's 85 degrees outside almost, and that's it.
The woman was at home when her enraged ex decided to stop in. Domestic violence. This is the most dangerous, most confrontational, and probably the most time-consuming part of any patrol officer's day. And believe me, these calls can cover everything from a lover's quarrel to a homicide. Long Beach, California. This is Charles Pritchett, husband, father, preacher. This is his wife, Perma Jean. After 15 years of holy matrimony, she is about to commit the gravest sin of all. She wants her husband dead. She hires a hitman, or so she thinks. The man getting into her Camaro is really a police operative. And he's wired for sound. The sting is on. Reverend Pritchett has a theory about the motive.
She put a hit out on me for my insurance money of $100,000.
This gun don't take him nowhere.
Just move as soon as we get to the car. Take him out.
Take him out right then and there, because if he doesn't, I'm serious. You got to get him out of trouble.
What she says next reveals how callous she really is.
Get out and get some donuts.
The deal is set. The police ask Reverend Pritchett to be part of the sting. All he has to do is play dead.
We scouted out of the field, and we went to the field, and they made me up.
But the detective in charge doesn't have time to hire a makeup artist.
Our makeup consisted of the available dirt and some ketchup, I believe, from McDonald's.
And, you know, we took some shots of a dead man. Mr. Pritchett dead. She wanted me dead, so I became dead. It looked like real Hollywood.
The police informed Perma Jean that something bad may have happened to her husband. They bring her to the phony murder scene. The body, of course, has been removed. But the police do have a photograph.
He's got a picture he wants me to have you look at. If you can take a quick look.
He shows her the photo. He can hardly believe what a good actress she is. When the officer tries to take it back, she gives him the performance of her life.
Okay, where is that? A few days later.
At this point, they take her back to the station. She thinks she's going back there to identify her husband's belongings. What she doesn't know is that the police are about ready to drop a bombshell. If you thought her acting was good before, watch this.
Couple of condolences come up with this case. One of which got me shocked to. Okay? That you're going to be placed under arrest for solicitation to murder for hire.
What? That's a lie. I was at work. I haven't been nowhere. I go to work and come home. I'm with my kids. I'm at work. That is it. That's all I do.
But there's another shock in store for Perma Jean. They're about to bring in her husband, very much alive.
Your husband's not dead.
I could imagine. He's not.
The door opens. It's him. They quickly take him away.
Solicitation for murder for hire.
I did. I worked with my husband. I was a man. He didn't tell you like I missed my ticket.
I'll never forget it. I will never forget it. And I think it was just like, wow, he's alive.
He's not.
My whole thing when I went in there was just to see her face. Like, oops, I messed up.
As a result of this sting, Perma Jean got 9 years. Reverend Pritchett got a new lease on life. In a perfect world, the police would stop every act of domestic violence before anybody got hurt. But unfortunately, when anger gets out of control, the results can be horrifying.
But wait,
Stupid commercial, stupid. I need a shave. I need a shave.
Salt Lake City, Utah. It began as a family dispute that ended in gunfire. Now the man is running from the police.
I need a shave later.
He has his defenseless wife in the front seat at gunpoint as he swerves wildly, risking death, taking suicidal chances. He doesn't care if he lives or dies. Insanely, he pushes the car to the limit, and finally it happens. But it doesn't stop there. Out of the car, he holds his wife hostage at gunpoint and defies the police.
Give me some backup over here. Shotgun up here.
Cops know there's nothing more dangerous than a man who feels he has nothing left to lose. Police know that if they make a move, they put the hostage at risk. But waiting also carries a risk of its own. Without any warning, he shoots his wife in the shoulder at point-blank range. The suspect continues shooting at his wife. The police...
Time their death warrant by doing it.
I'm right back. I have to do something. Me, or is it hot in here?
Rigs a co-strapping chains from the standard vehicle to the truck. But this truck is meant for heavy.
Hey, what's up?
Having
It's killing time right now. It's a hot day.
Situated in the middle.
Guys, you paid $4 for this event.
Oh, that's good.
I'm excited. Let's see what we're gonna find.
I should be wearing this right now. I'm gonna be. Give me a second here. I gotta do something quick here. I gotta do something real quick here. I'll be back in a second. I have to do something real quick.
Keep it quilted means you keep it the best. Keep it quilted means comfort that feels good and does good. With 5 million trees planted. For her. And for generations to come. Keep it quilted with Quilted Northern.
Okay, I'm back. I just had to do a thing. I had to do something.
Welcome on board
I'm back.
first-class train
I had to do a
across
thing.
Canada. The Canadian is one of the
I had to change my shirt because the shirt I was wearing was just too hot. Is the proper term for it? It's hot outside. It's quite hot. Wish it wasn't as hot as it is, but it's quite hot outside. And I'm just trying to keep cool. I mean, it's not as bad as it could be right now, but I'm just relaxing right now. I'm doing just relax right now. Maybe play some games in a little bit if the camera battery charges up. Play some games or something on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe play some city game, GTA. If I am in the mood, I might play Mafia tonight, guys. Yes, Mafia might return. It means the computer's gonna be out, and yes, we might do Mafia tonight. Who knows? Depends how I feel. So Mafia might be getting played tonight. Who knows? Right now, I'm just trying to stay, And I'm just relaxing right now.
If you wanted to build the nicest train in the United States, what would you do? Maybe you'd identify major population centers relatively close together, but plagued by unmanageable traffic. Perhaps you'd design stations in the very hearts of those cities and link them with high-speed and energy-efficient locomotives pulling beautiful and comfortable cars. Well, that's what they're trying in Florida. Let's get on board the Brightline.
Hello, Jet Setters and rail fans. I'm Jeb Brooks from GreenerGrass.com.
So right now, it's killing
downtown
time.
Miami, but I've got to make my way up to West Palm Beach. Now, those two cities are served by the nation's only privately owned and operated passenger rail service. It's the Brightline, and I hope you'll join me as we check out this service together.
The trip will take about 72 minutes to cover the roughly 70 miles.
So right now,
or
we're just killing
along the
time
coast
right
of
now.
Florida, from Miami to West Palm Beach. The name Brightline carries throughout the experience, including the station. It's a bright and cheery space that doesn't feel anything like other rail experiences in the United States. These Brightline stations, which are not shared stations, are all located within the urban cores of the cities they serve, making them easily
I
accessible.
need a shade. I think I do
Here
need
at the
a shade
Miami
right now.
station, you can head upstairs where there's a food court, which is open to anyone, even if you don't have a Brightline ticket. Several restaurants are currently open, but not all of them, at least not yet. The Brightline opened in 2017, but suspended service in March 2020 for obvious reasons, so it's not surprising the station is still not operating on all cylinders. There's also this area called the Common Lounge, accessible to everyone. There are desks and plugs to get work done.
Excuse me.
But I headed back through the straightforward and quick security check to the waiting area. You'll have to scan your ticket into one of these machines, walk through a metal detector, and pass your
Hello?
bags through an X-ray machine. That's right.
What's
Unlike
that?
Amtrak, your bags will be scanned here. Behind those security checks, though, you'll find plenty of seating, along with a bar and a convenience store. There's also a premium lounge back here, and to that point, there are two classes of service on board the Brightline, Smart and Premium. The biggest difference is that passengers with premium tickets can access the lounge, as well as get drinks and snacks for no additional cost. With my $37 premium class ticket, I wasn't going to miss the lounge, so I scanned that ticket again and headed back.
This is a railroad lounge.
I could have passed on this space.
Sorry, there's my grandma on the phone. She wanted to talk to my mother.
$22.
My cell phone.
But
Tell her cell phone.
this is a really nice way to kick off this journey, even though it's so short.
I'm back. I had to do
Plenty of
something.
comfortable seating, including couches.
So we might do Mafia tonight. If we do Mafia, that means computers are going to be coming out later on tonight. But yeah, right now I'm not doing it. I'm going to have to shave better, but yeah, you just I like to shave. Right now, just relaxing right now. Tomorrow, got plans. Stuff is happening tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow, I can't really say because I don't really don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I know what I really want to do
There are
tomorrow.
a lot of drinks and snacks included in the premium ticket price.
Ooh. Ooh, poison.
You can get coffee here, and there's a refrigerator with water and soft drinks.
Ooh.
There's also an automated self-serve bar that provides beer and wine. Passengers have to submit a scan of their driver's license through a website on a mobile device.
Oh.
Now, frankly, I found it clunky to use, but eventually I did get it to work.
Nah.
Cheers.
I'll stick with the soda.
Premium boarding began early, before anyone else, but I didn't hear an announcement. Maybe I missed it. Our departure, which was scheduled for 1:48 p.m. on a Wednesday, looked to be on time.
It's time to get boarded. Let's go.
The train itself was beautiful, clean, and really embraced the name Brightline. It was bright. Boarding was extremely simple, with each car labeled clearly, and there were signs hanging from the ceiling, too. I dropped my suitcase in the premium car before heading to the back to check out the locomotive. There's one at each end. By the way, you can also check a bag if you prefer that option. There were 16 departures the day I traveled, so finding a time that works for you should be
Wow.
easy. Each Brightline train set currently consists of 4 passenger coaches, that's 3 smart cars and 1 premium car, along with 2 Siemens diesel-electric locomotives. The whole train set was manufactured by Siemens. Currently, the train runs from Miami to West Palm Beach with a stop in Fort Lauderdale. According to Brightline, in 2022, they're going to begin service all the way to Orlando.
Ooh.
Even though the train set can hold up to 248 people, it was pretty empty on the day I traveled. There were only 4 of us in the premium car and a dozen or so throughout the rest of the train. The seats are comfortable, and I had enough room in my assigned seat, 3C, for my small backpack. There's a 2-part tray table, which I found large enough to get work done. There are also USB and US plugs, and it's possible to sit in a section like that over there with a table between 4 chairs. Just before we departed, our cabin attendant offered a cold towel. It was a welcome treat on this hot, humid Florida day. And we departed the station right on time. If you visit Florida, is this a service you think you're going to use, or would you prefer your own rental car? Let me know in the comments.
I take the train.
Now, our attendant came around with a snack tray that included basic chips, crackers, and the like before returning with a drinks cart. Both snacks and drinks are included with a premium ticket, and passengers in the smart class of service can purchase them. She spoke highly of the pre-mixed old-fashioned, and who was I to argue? In 2018, news that Virgin Group would become a minority investor in the Brightline broke, and that it would rebrand to Virgin Trains USA, a seemingly apropos partnership. Unfortunately, by mid-2020, that deal fell apart in the midst of disagreements and lawsuits, so the train is still the Brightline. As Florida passed us by, I decided to explore a little bit. The premium car includes 21-inch seats with the availability of individual seats. In other words, you can do what I did and reserve a spot without a seatmate. The smart car includes 19-inch seats in a 2x2 configuration. Again, drinks and snacks are available for purchase here. The train is also fully ADA accessible and offers
Oh, that's nice.
level boarding that makes it easier for wheelchairs, strollers, and wheeled suitcases. There's even space for bikes, and the trains are pet friendly. The bathroom was large and clean, much nicer than, say, an Amtrak bathroom. Passengers are encouraged by these signs to make calls between cars and are even given this bench seat. Free Wi-Fi is available, and even though it's not blazing fast, it allowed me to catch up on some emails during the trip. Now, it's not high speed yet. The top speed on this stretch of track is 79 miles per hour. But when the extension to Orlando opens up, the train will travel as fast as 125 miles per hour on its way to Orlando International
Wow.
Airport. The entire trip between Miami and Orlando should take about 3 hours. But again, I was only on board for 72 minutes from Miami to West Palm Beach. And that included a brief stop in Fort Lauderdale to drop off some passengers and pick up some others. As we make our way into West Palm Beach, I think it makes sense to think about the whole experience. The best way to do that is with the JEB score. But be sure to stick around to the end to see the unique transfer Brightline makes available to its passengers. Now, the JEB score is an unscientific and light-hearted scoring system that ranks 5 factors. We'll look at the lounge, the seat, the in-seat entertainment, the food, and the service. The lounge is top-notch. It feels a lot more like a business class lounge for an airline than a railroad lounge here in the U.S. No doubt about it, this is worth 5 stars. The seats are great for a trip of this length. Nothing special, but I'm not sure I've ever said this about a seat. They just look good. I hope the light-colored leather stands the test of time, but it does make the whole car feel bright and on-brand. 4 stars here. When it comes to the in-seat entertainment, I guess the passings who were first-timers. 5 stars here. So that leaves the Brightline train with service from Miami to West Palm Beach and eventually Orlando with 21 out of a possible 25 stars. We arrived in West Palm Beach right on time. And it gets better. Thanks to a Tesla, I got a ride to the airport. As they work out the kinks in the booking process, this transfer was free. Eventually it'll have a cost. I'll link to the Brightline's website in the description below where you can find the most current information about their offering. As for me, I don't like driving, particularly in Florida. So using the Brightline to get up and down the coast is a great option and makes it possible to price out flights to and from different airports while maintaining easy access to other parts of the state. You'll certainly find me back on board the Brightline sometime soon.
Between now and the next time, see you on the rails.
New Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Or eat something good for you tonight.
Cream marathon. Watch how many soaps come here, disappear. And sprays can leave grime like that. Ultra foamy melts it on contact.
New Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
I don't have any more money, so.
Whoa, how'd you get your teeth so white? You've got to use the right toothpaste. Dr. C?
Which is faster, a train or a plane?
I'm Jeb Brooks from GreenerGrass.com, and if you keep watching, you'll find out, along with me. I have no idea.
For centuries, people have dreamed of connecting mainland Europe to Great Britain. The dream became a reality with the Channel Tunnel in 1994. Watch this video to see what it's like to travel in the lap of luxury from to the Channel on board Eurostar.
Hello, jet setters and rail fans. I'm Jeb Brooks from GreenerGrass.com. We're about to get on the Eurostar. This train will take you from here in Paris up to London. I hope you'll join me. This is the fastest train I've ever traveled on. Well, technically, Suzanne and I did take the maglev train to Shanghai Airport, so that was faster. This is the fastest intercity train, and certainly the fastest train I've ever transferred from one country to another on, because this is the first time I've ever done that, too. This is unspeakably exciting.
Today, our trip will take just over 2.25 hours to cover the 212 miles. We'll reach speeds as high as 186 miles per hour. The train leaves from Gare du Nord, located in the northern part of Paris. When I arrived, things were bustling. I followed the Eurostar signs to head upstairs because I needed to clear immigration. Join us to discover Norway by...
Hello, Jet Setters. I'm Jed Brooks from greenergrass.com.
And I'm Suzanne.
Right now, we're in the town of Ålesund in Norway. We're going to make our way down to Oslo, and we're going to travel by boat.
By bus.
By train.
Over the next 3 days,
Eh.
we'll make our way across Norway.
She's full of it.
Faster, a train or a plane?
She's full of it.
I'm Jed Brooks from greenergrass.com.
That sounds funny.
If you
Is
keep
that
watching,
true?
You'll find out, along with me. I have no idea.
In one part of the United States, they're supposed to be pretty evenly matched. It's the Northeast Corridor. And in this video, we're going to try both between downtown Washington, D.C. and the Empire State Building in New York on the same day to see which one's faster. Here's the plan. I'm taking Acela, the fastest train in North America, from here in Washington to New York. It's a trip that's scheduled for just under 3 hours from station to station. Once we get to New York, we'll head to the Empire State Building and stop the clock. From there, we'll restart the clock and head over to LaGuardia Airport to catch a flight to DC's National Airport before making our way right back to where we started, the corner of 10th and Pennsylvania Northwest. The flight is only supposed to take an hour and a half, but we're measuring total travel time from city center to city center. So keep watching to find out which one wins and what it all costs. But for now, let's start the clock and head to Union Station.
Trees are involved in up to 30% of our outages each year. So we provide a vegetative management program that clears our wire zone and provides safe and reliable services.
Consumers Energy, a force of change, a force for you.
Save up to 30% on award-winning performance during May as Maytag month.
Now, maybe the biggest advantage of traveling by train is just how easy it is. It's really simple.